In this video today we're going to learn how to create a strafing locomotion system, but I wanted this video to be different, so I thought instead of just using the third person template and importing the animations and just making a blend space, that what we'll do is we'll create a project from scratch and do it that way, so then we both learn more. And for anyone that follows along, I've made it a little bit easier and I've made a little checklist. So these are the animations that you'll need, and obviously you'll need one character that can play those animations. So I used Mixamo for mine, but you're welcome to use any character and any animations. This will work just fine. So what we're going to be doing is setting up a blend space with all the different animations inside, and we're going to be blending in between each animation depending on which speed and direction that we're going. So I'm going to show you the exact steps that I took to import my character. As you can see, I'm on Mixamo here. I've just picked this little racer character, and I'm just going to show you the way I got my animations. So the first one was idle. I just typed in idle and I picked any idle animation that I thought looked pretty decent. So here it is, breathing idle. And for each of these animations you need to make sure that the animations that are in movement or in motion have in place checked just below it. So make sure you do that for each one. That gives you that option. And here you can just see I'm changing the body type and the breathing and the sway, and you can change it to your character. So if you have a character that's got like a large body, then obviously you'll increase the arm space and make it look a little bit more natural. So I'm pretty happy with this, so I've just downloaded that. Next I need a walking animation, so I've just searched walk on Mixamo, and I'm just going to have a little look through and see what looks good. So I found this one. This looks pretty decent, so I'm going to click in place and click download. That is our walking animation and our idle animation done. Also, another little tip, make sure you click without skin, because it will import the character every single time you import the animations, and we don't want that. So yeah, let's do that. Next we need a running animation, so I've just typed in run and I found a run forward animation. Once again we're going to click in place, make sure the character arm space is good, click without skin on the settings, and that one's done. So the next one we need is a run forward left, or no, in fact actually we'll do strafe left. So I've just typed in left strafe, clicked in place and found this animation, and I'm just going to download this. So click download, make sure it's without skin once again, and once that's downloaded we can move on to the next one. But instead of moving on to the next one, I'm just going to click mirror, and this is a nice little feature on Mixamo. You can just click mirror and it'll do the opposite side of the animation. So we now have our left one and our right one, but we'll just change the name of the file once it's actually downloaded and stuff. Okay, so we all need a couple more, and we need a jog forward left and right. So I found this jog forward diagonal, and I'm going to click in place, and obviously this one's running to the left, so we'll do what we did last time. We'll download it, and then once that's done I'm just going to rename this to jog forward left instead of jog forward diagonal, and then I'm going to click mirror and just download this for the opposite side. So now we have our animations and everything's ready to go pretty much. So in our folder I just want to rename this character file to racer, just so it's a little bit more understandable and readable. And we just want to drag the racer in to our content browser to begin with. Click reset to default, and this will import the textures, the skeleton and everything else for our new racer character. Okay, sweet. So we need to create a new folder just to organize this stuff, or else it's just going to get really messy really fast. So I'm going to rename this one racer textures, and I'm going to remove all the textures from this folder and just drag them in there, just move them in. And these ones, these are the assets, so I'm going to create another folder, call it racer underscore assets or whatever. Skeleton assets, doesn't really matter, ASS capitals. Right, okay, let's just do that. Okay, so that's looking good. Next we want to import our animations, so we're going to open up the content browser by clicking Control and space on our keyboard, and then instead of actually going to this, we just need to open up our file browser. I'm going to select all the animations and just drag them right in, just like this. Everything should be okay here, but make sure we got the racer skeleton selected, and then just click import all. And now, as you can see when we preview it, we have all our animations inside of Unreal Engine. Okay, so we need a character, and we obviously have our skeletal mesh and our animations, but we don't have a character. So let's right click, blueprint, character, and then we're going to rename this BP underscore racer. And we can actually add an A so it's spelled properly, and then we need to right click again, animation blueprint, and we're going to create a animation blueprint. And in essence, the animation blueprint just holds all the animations and the transition state, so the engine knows when to go in and out of certain animations and blend in and so on. So what we're going to do is select mesh, and going to go and type in racer for the ABP racer, and for the skeleton mesh we're going to use racer as well. So click on mesh again, and we're going to change the rotation and location by -90 in the z-axis, just like that, -90 on both, and there we go, we have a character in a T-pose. Okay, sweet. So let's go back into the animation blueprint, and we can actually set up our idle animation pretty simply. So let's just drag in our idle animation into the viewport right here, just like that, plug it right in, and as you can see, our default state will now become breathing idle, the animation we imported earlier. So as you can see, we are now running the animation blueprint and we're playing the idle animation because we are currently idle. So we need to set up a blend space to create our strafing locomotion, and if you want to learn how to do that, click the video on the top right and it'll take you to part 2 where we learn all that good stuff. So like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching.